Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, let me just check. I got everything sorted. Hey, Yuhi. Hey, Bodil. How's everybody doing? Hey, Queen Bee. I feel like it's not centered. Sorry, let me just set this up for a second. Huh. I think this works. Yeah. Hey, Millie. Happy Lionsgate, everyone. Okay, so let's get this party started. Just gonna have a sip of my soda. 888 indeed. I got it here on my thingy. Oh, you can't see it, but it's 888 on here. Because 8 is my lucky number. Okay. I'm gonna use This Might Hurt. Obviously we have the Leo here right on the strength card. For what lion bring why is my title so weird? Sorry guys, let me just get my head sorted. How is everybody in the meantime? What Lionsgate is leaving behind versus what it's fast tracking to you. Yeah. Queen Bee. So what is it? What are you leaving behind versus what are we going to take for the fast track? Maybe the whimsical path. Yeah. Hey, Sun Sis. Hey, Princess Kiss Face. Yuhi, I'm sorry for you. Gotta find the love within you. Don't put your happiness into other people's hands, okay, my darling? Also, if you want a personal reading, you know you gotta book me, my darling. I cannot do reading. These are no private sessions, my darling. I will be doing mini reads on either Monday or Tuesday, and I still got the 15% off, so you guys can take advantage of that. Okay, what are you leaving behind? What's being fast tracked towards you? Okay, so we're gonna go with Aries first. I was thinking about Leo, but we're just gonna do it the normal way. Okay. Nice, Bodil. Okay, Aries, put in your placements. Feels like a magic trick, like a magic box, a box in a box. Okay, what is Aries leaving behind? Let's see, what are you guys leaving behind? Let's start with that. I'm gonna put my timer on as well, just to think. It might be a bit of a longer session, guys, so make sure you got some popcorn, some tea, some water. Okay, it's gonna be quite a long one. Yes, the BS, 100%, Queen Bee, 100%. I feel like one of those street performers where I was like, get on with it and stop waffling and stop talking. So I'm going to not be a street performer, but I do have to set my timer. Okay, let's see. Aries, what are you leaving behind? The Lionsgate portal, what are you leaving behind? What is Aries leaving behind? I feel like what you're leaving behind are, how do I say this? You're no longer anxious about experiences coming your way or lessons. I feel like you're being more confident. You're being reborn. You got the Death card here. I feel like any lessons in the past that you have conquered, they're not coming back around. So I do feel like you've learned a lesson by breaking patterns. Okay, and also you're leaving behind no longer, that's what it is. You're no longer, I'm not going to say stupid because that sounds weird, but I'm thinking of the word. You are challenging, you're taking experiences with curiosity. You're no longer thinking, ugh, not another lesson. You're like, what can I get from this? So I think your mindset of how you approach difficulties that will come, you're approaching them with a different mindset. You're seeing it through clarity with the Knight of Swords. You're no longer procrastinating. You're no longer second doubting yourself. This is nice. What else is Aries leaving behind? The Moon. Anything that feels wishy-washy to you, any uncertainty, yeah, when it's not clear. I feel like you're leaving a lot of I'm just saying doubt. I just feel it's doubt. Give me more on the Moon. Oh, the High Priestess. Flippin' hell. You could be leaving a Cancer or Pisces behind, okay? Scorpio, water signs. You could be leaving a water sign in the past, no longer entertaining their energy. You're being very straightforward. You're no longer, that's what I feel like it is. You're no longer keeping secrets. You're no longer needing to shut down, to be afraid, to hide. You're no longer hiding. Because when I asked what you're leaving behind, you're leaving the hiding behind. So you're more present, you're more putting yourself out there. You feel more confident and you're no longer bullshitting. You are taking people at how do you say it? You take people at value? No, what there's a saying. You take people at something. I also got something else came through. You're no longer entertaining energies that are harmful, but also what I was getting was you're no longer people pleasing. Temperance. You're also more balanced. I feel like you're more balanced. You're leaving behind going into extremes, whether that's like you going into extremes in terms of spending money or not going to the gym, procrastination, okay? Face value. Thank you, Sunsis. Yes, you're taking people at face value. Thank you. Okay, that was 4 minutes. I'm going to do now 4 minutes on what's being fast-tracked towards you, because that will be 8 minutes per sign. Okay, what's being fast-tracked towards Aries? What's being fast-tracked to Aries, please? What's being fast-tracked? Why? Why? Oh, they're all reversed. Okay, that's why. Oh, let me read this again. Sorry, because this confused me for a second. Okay, what is being fast-tracked towards Aries? So I'm going to read all upright then. It's interesting. Uncertainty is being fast-tracked, but you're going to meet it with clarity. So you're getting challenged in a positive way because you're taking leaps of faith. So you'll be given things where you won't question it, where normally you would have questioned it in the past, but you're no longer questioning it. This could be love, this could be work, this could be career, this could be anything. It could be money, but it also could be the Page of Pentacles. That's another lesson where you weren't sure how to deal with it. You intuitively just know what to do about it. You know if you need, you're no longer reacting if it doesn't deserve that reaction, whether that is work, career, love, or money. This is great. What else is being fast-tracked? So this is all more about you, Aries, rather than other external factors. The Fool, a new beginning. You're getting a new chapter, new beginning. This could be an Aquarius as well. This could be a person. The World, literally brand new stuff is coming your way. You got Libra energy on the table here. Financial abundance. You taking leaps of faith in terms of your work, your career, your money situation. You're getting opportunities that will bring you towards financial abundance here, okay? Absolutely claim it. What else? I do feel like you also have strong Leos coming towards you in general. I'm just drawn to the Leo on the World card, even though it's Libra energy. There's a lot about self-care as well. I do feel like you're treating yourself with self-care more. In terms of a person, there could be an earth side coming in who feels, who's hiding, but they're still in your energy, okay? When it comes to love, I still feel like somebody's being fast-tracked to you. Why? For you to be standing your ground. I think this is where you will react differently than you did in the past. They might have broken your heart in the past, and now you are no longer being small. With the Seven of Wands, I feel like you're just like standing strong. You're like, nah, goodbye. Okay, what's the advice for Aries? One more card for advice. The Devil. Why? It feels a little bit be selfish. You're allowed to do what's good for you in a way. The Devil, the Hierophant. Commit wholeheartedly to something, okay? You do have... You are going to stun some people by your behavior because you're more focused on yourself, which is nice. You're committing to things full-heartedly. People might see you as arrogant, but you are acting with the Hierophant. You're acting with spiritual wisdom as a teacher. I think people will be surprised, but it's in a good way. You also got Taurus and Capricorn energy coming in here. Okay, That was for my Aries. Stop. Okay, it's 9 minutes now per sign. There we go. Hey ho. I like fast tracking is nicer anyways. Fast tracking is nicer than the what we're leaving behind. We need to know what we're getting, not what we left in the past. Ten of Wands. You might have more work coming up as well, okay? You're welcome, Queen Bee. Okay. Taurus. Put my timer on now. Taurus. What is Taurus leaving behind? What is Taurus leaving behind? What's Taurus leaving behind, please? Somebody who's emotionally immature. I also feel like if you were emotionally, I'm gonna say it, but I'm just a messenger, desperate, like having some codependency, clingy kind of energies. You're releasing that, okay? But I also feel like there is somebody that you are leaving behind because they're not serving you for your new chapter. What is the Justice about? I think you're leaving. The unfinished business is now finished business. You brought justice to this King of Cups by no longer entertaining it. Like you finished this business, whether it's finished on their side that doesn't matter. The point is that you found that kind of justice for yourself, and now you're ready to leave it behind. What else? Could be a Libra. What else? The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Yeah, you're leaving your bad luck behind. If you had luck, bad luck in the past, if things weren't going your way, I feel like the universe is now putting you on the fast track, literally on the fast track. You have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So anything that's caused you harm, like emotionally, for some even physically, but mentally, you're leaving all of that behind. Also that you felt were blocking you from moving forward, that kept pulling you back, especially in love. I think you pretty much are vocalizing your truth. With the Lionsgate, what you are asked is to release that, to say you are no longer allowed in this energy. If you want to come, you got to align with me. And, I'm not going to go backwards. What else? What else is Taurus leaving behind? You're leaving a soulmate behind. Why? Because you're not avoiding, but you're procuring, you're choosing yourself. You were close to falling apart because you were sacrificing your own needs for this person. So you're avoiding a tower moment within yourself by going down a road of self-abandonment, of hurt, sad, grief. I think you are leaving somebody behind. This could be Scorpio energy. Even though it might be a soulmate, I think it's caused you a lot of hard work. So you're leaving this behind. You're letting that weight off your shoulder. Okay. What else? Death in reverse. They're going straight into Just know that somebody's not going to be happy with you leaving them behind. Somebody's going to want to fight for you, okay? I think whoever this soulmate is that you're leaving behind, they're not happy about it. They want back in. So they'll, with the death in reverse, this is something that you're not leaving behind, but it's not you. It feels like it's them fighting for their place back into your life. Two of Wands. They're going to react pretty impulsively because you're their wish fulfillment here, okay? Okay. What's being fast-tracked for my Taurus people? What's going to be fast-tracked into their lives as of the Lion's Gate? What's going to be fast-tracked? Fast-tracked for Taurus. Please, fast-tracking. The Chariot, well, something that's fast. It could be you actually getting your own apartment, your own house. You're signing a contract in terms of a lease or renting a place. I think you're finding something. It feels like this person is literally dragging a castle behind them with the Chariot. You've got Cancer energy here as well. You might be fast tracking a Cancer into your life. Give me more. Ace of Wands. A new beginning that might start off a bit rumble-tumble. Rumpelstiltskin is what they're giving me. So I feel like you're going to be thrown into a new workplace or a new environment where you don't know people. This could be you also moving, you know, literally moving to another place, as in another district. Doesn't have to be another country necessarily. They're giving me a new neighborhood. I'm just hearing new neighborhood. So it feels like the familiarity is lost. So you're trying to not fit in, but you're gonna get to know more people, new people. Some of them might be part of your soul family. Ace of Wands could also be you getting a new promotion, a new job being fast-tracked towards you, okay? King of Pentacles. Something that's going to give you more income. This is career-wise. I feel like you're going to be also healthier. There's something about that might change on your habits. You might need to start over new with your job and start go one step backwards. But at the end of the day, it's going to pay off. I don't see you necessarily getting the position of a CEO, but you could get there eventually, okay, with where you're starting. Got Aries energy on the table. I also feel like the job, if you are looking as a new job, your boss is quite old, okay? It's just the energy I'm getting is like an older person, at least in their 60s. Somebody who doesn't really want to retire. It's like they have an empire. What else? Yes, claim it all, Bergiver. What else is being fast-tracked to Taurus? Four of Wands, stability. There's a lot of you Tauruses who's going to have a new home, a new house, a new place. Even some of you guys will have a new partner, new relationship, new commitment, wedding. Some of you guys will be married in this cycle up until next year, Lionsgate. Within the year, I feel like this is all going to happen for you. This is really good, Taurus. I would just claim this whole read. What else? The Hermit. I feel like you are going to find more time for self-reflection. You're going to improve your spiritual gifts even more. You could be attracting a Virgo into your life. Hey, Wendy. Hard work. You're leaving the burden of love of a soulmate behind and taking on hard work instead. It could be physical hard work. It feels like you guys are going to work out more, pay more attention to your body and your eating habits, okay? What else? Anything else for Taurus? The Fool. You got a complete new beginning. I love this. Everybody's getting the Fool energy at the moment. Also in my Instagram reads. I mean, look, if you're not on Insta, follow me on Instagram. I'm pulling the Fool for quite a few. At least for Gemini and Cancer. Okay, what's the advice for Taurus? What's the advice for Taurus? Hangman. Surrender. Surrender and let go of control, and don't try to get too OCD in your brain. I think you can just be messy. Feel free to be messy. You got Pisces energy here as well. Hey. God, can you send the rain to us, Wendy? We got such a heat. Like, there's no rain. It's awful. I need some rain. Okay, Gemini. Put in your placements, Gemini. Gemini, you're definitely leaving somebody behind who was toxic. I literally saw the devil twice now shuffling. So I do feel like you guys are leaving somebody toxic behind. Hey, Life Good. Thanks, Pinky Love. I'm actually in Denmark next week, Bodo. Seeing my mom and my sister at our summer house. Okay, let's see. Ooh. Yeah, timer. Gemini, you are leaving somebody toxic behind. Even though I haven't started shuffling, I saw the Capricorn energy, the devil, twice. Oh, thank you guys. Asness, Bodo. What is Gemini leaving behind? That's a really weird name. Asness, Esness. You'll know what I mean. I feel like you are going to leave behind being stuck in the house. If you were in a cycle where you were more like a homebody, I feel like you're gonna start going out more, exploring yourself more, freshening up more, you know, just paying attention to your appearance, but also just going out, no longer retreating. What else? Three of Swords, reverse. I feel like a lot of you have emotionally finished healing. Like you're no longer in the need to heal. You've gone on this emotional healing journey. At least we always start, you know, we never stop healing. But I feel like you're just more in the 3D world. You're just enjoying life and being silly. So I do feel like a lot of you have finished like an immense cycle of emotional release and detaching from things that aren't serving you. What else? Six of Cups. You're no longer dwelling on the past. I also feel like you're no longer replaying past conversations, past scenarios. You've started learning to let that go. Yes, Texas in November, Pinky. What else are you leaving behind? What else is Gemini leaving behind? The Hangman. The feeling stuck. Feeling stuck. I feel like you guys are going to get you're unstuck. You're unstucking yourself. With the Hangman, you're leaving behind just not moving. You're finally moving, and also again getting out. It's a lot of getting out for me. You might be leaving a Pisces behind. What else? Hey Faye, the High Priestess. Some of you guys are leaving a Pisces behind. You are putting yourself out there. You're also no longer dealing with people that are, this might feel a bit tough for some of y'all, but some of y'all are releasing family members or friends that you've outgrown, or at least you're trying to, they're naturally falling off. I don't feel like it's malicious, but it's just you removing yourself from situations where you're like saying no to certain things. What else? What else is Gemini leaving behind? It's feeling like yeah, the need to, again, need to comply is what I'm hearing. The Lovers. You are leaving, I mean, you could leave a lover behind. And I'm hearing the song from Sam Smith, leaving your lover behind, leaving the love something. Yeah. But this could also be you're leaving yourself behind, like the old you. You're leaving a version of you behind that no longer serves you, because that is your energy, Gemini. Give me more on that. You are being more guarded and setting your boundaries in the future. So you're no longer giving everybody the benefit of the doubt. I feel like you're less naive. You're more like their actions will show who they are. Don't care about the words. Look at their actions. Okay. What's being fast tracked towards my Gemini? What's being fast tracked? Ooh, that wanted to fall out. 9 of Cups. Your wish fulfillment is being fast tracked to you guys. Look, so happy. It's like, thank you. My wishes are coming true. So anything that you wish for is being fast tracked towards you. I feel like you can be able to breathe a little bit. And lean back. Lean back is what they're giving me just now. Oh, my guys are so funny. 5 of Swords. What's this about? The Star. The Star, Aquarius. I do feel that some people will feel they want a piece of your cake and you're not having it. Like you're not going to let them in on it because they don't deserve it. And you might feel a little bit guilty, but at the end of the day, this feels like people coming back around because now you're successful. You're famous. For some of you guys, there's something about a popularity thing that people now suddenly see you, but you're not entertaining it. So they will go leaving feeling defeated, but it's because they wanted you because of what you are, not who you are. Okay? You got wish fulfillment here, double trouble on the table. It could be an Aquarius also coming in for you. What else is being fast tracked towards my Gemini? 3 of Cups. There's a lot of celebrations coming your way. I do feel like they're giving me higher and higher. Kyoto. Is there a link to Japan and to Asia for some of you? But that song by Kuyo, I don't know, the singer, DJ, whatever. Bring me a higher love. That's Whitney Houston. But there's a remix. Anyways, you could also, I do feel like there is a love coming. A new connection. You might meet them going out. Because you are going out, as we've seen. You're no longer in hiding. What else? Temperance. A lot of balance. I feel like a lot of you guys are no longer rushing to do things. You're taking your time. You're enjoying slow pacing. You're not annoyed. Unlike me, you're not annoyed by slow walking people. I mean, I'm in London where tourists, it's season for tourists, and they are getting on my nerves. But I feel like you're just enjoying and you're more present and you're just enjoying the small things in life. You're enjoying putting the energy there that suits you, and you're not letting yourself getting rushed with Temperance. You got Sagittarius energy as well on the table here. Could be you meeting a Sagittarius. What else? What else is coming for Gemini? Three of Swords. Queen of Swords. Potential heartbreaker, but you're gonna tell them off quite quickly. You're not going to entertain it. I feel like you will ghost somebody because you can sense that they're, again, double trouble. It could be specifically somebody who is a twin, Gemini. Not because you have the signs of the twin, but because I just heard twin. And it's not your twin flame. They're just saying me no. It's somebody who might actually just genetically have a twin. Yeah, you're smart enough to not let them in. That's why you do go into hiding. I feel like you will ghost this person. Because this is you, the Queen of Swords energy, and you're not touching that sword. You're like, nah. Okay? That's for you, Gemini. The advice is to rely on your teamwork and your friends. Use your friends and build an empire. You got a lot of friends that you can rely on. There is somebody who might also help you out financially if you want to create a business, okay? That's just what I'm getting through. Okay. Cancer. Put in your placements. I'm the crazy one, Cancer Moon. Who's going to join me on the crazy ones? Oh, thank you, Bodil. Oh, Faye's going to join me on the crazy ones. Okay, good. Okay, Cancer. What is it Cancer is leaving behind for the Lionsgate portal? What will be left behind for Cancer? What is Cancer leaving behind? You're similar to something that wasn't given to you. I feel like there's finished business on your side, but on their side, maybe not. I do feel like somebody's still repeating a lesson. This could be love, work, career, family. It's mainly love for a lot of you guys. I feel like you're leaving somebody behind who is repeating a cycle or a pattern. You got Scorpio energy on the table. Somebody who hasn't let their guard down, who hasn't learned to be vulnerable yet, okay? I do feel like this is a love connection with the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Cups. I mean, that was a Freudian slip. This could also be work, but it feels more love related. If it is Wands, that counts, Pinky. If it is Wands, I'm feeling like you're leaving colleagues behind that are gossipy. I feel like you're putting out, you might even, you know, speak your truth. You might even defend somebody. It feels like there could be a little bit of bullying. Not bullying, but it feels like teenager, like I'm just getting easy A, you know, that kind of energy, like high school behavior, which shouldn't be, but there is a little bit of some kind of, yeah, bullying at a workplace. I mean, or not harassment, but I do feel like you're standing up for somebody and you're leaving out people that are not good for you. But again, this could also be somebody in love who wasn't emotionally vulnerable, available, or mature, okay? You're also leaving the feeling behind of feeling trapped. You're no longer going to feel trapped. You freed yourself from certain things. What did they feel trapped in? What did my Cancerians feel trapped in? Six of Wands. Imposter syndrome. A few of you guys were maybe afraid of getting attention, of being in the spotlight, of not like making yourself small. I feel like you're no longer making yourself small. You are actually embodying, embracing your shine, your power to shine. Your solar plexus energy is what I'm getting. Yeah, you are finally, I think you're giving yourself justice. You're giving yourself I can't think of the word, but you're more happy with yourself. You're accepting yourself. You're upping yourself. You're your own best cheerleader, your own best fan here, okay? That's what you're leaving behind. I feel like they want to stop here with the death card. That's like, okay, this is what you're leaving behind. Let's switch decks. I'm not going to go any longer. You also got Scorpio, Libra on the table here. I also feel like there might have been... For some of you guys who do work with spiritual guys and ancestors, there's a change in your spirit team. Somebody's changing. So you might get a new spirit guide who you're going to talk. Yes, I know. They just reminded me that I also need to speak to my new spirit guide who's... I think I told you about him. The one who thinks that he hears voices and I'm his voice, rather than he's actually my spirit guide, and I need to convince him that he's not hearing voices, but he... Anyways, his name was Max. They just gave me Alyssa, Maya, you need to speak to Max. Anyways, I'm going to stop shouting, I'm going to stop talking. What is being fast-tracked towards my Cancerians? What's going to be fast-tracked towards my Cancerians? King of Swords. There's some conversation coming your way. What is this about? Your abundance. You might have some talks about money, like you can ask for a promotion. I think it's in your right to ask for more, like negotiating your financial abundance. I also feel like you're talking to people more in terms of dating. You're being very selective of who you want to date, but I do feel like there's some financial abundance coming for you, okay? It's getting so dark now already. What else is coming for my Cancerians? Five of Wands. Yeah, people are competing for you. You're going to have some suitors. I'm hearing healthy competition. You might be even, competing in some kind of sports event, like a marathon. That's for me like a healthy competition. The World. What's the World bring? You got Libra energy on the table. What's the Libra? What's the World about? The Hermit. You have somebody coming in who's a spiritual counterpart. This could be a teacher. This could be a colleague. This is a new energy coming for you. This could be love. You got Virgo here on the table. What about this? This is less about you. This energy is what I'm feeling. What is this about? Seven of Wands. Just put the light on. Oh, I'm going to have to run around. Seven of Wands. Defending. You might be talking to somebody who's like a coach in terms of a life coach that happens to be a life coach, and they might help you in terms of asking for more with your job. Okay, this is very specific, but this is a new energy coming in. What else? What else? The Sun. You got a lot of happiness coming for you, Cancer. You're just shining left, right, center. I do feel like you're going to be happy about conversations coming in. You are attracting a divine counterpart here. This feels more like a divine counterpart. That's still spiritual with the Hierophant. I feel like this is more like a life coach. Seriously, this will be like for one out of you listening, or 1%. But you got to hear it. Because they will help you with getting more money or how to speak. You know what I mean. Hierophant and the Star. You got a lot of major arcana here. So I do feel like there's a divine counterpart coming in. You're very happy to see this person, date this person, whether this is an old energy or a new energy, it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, they'll make you happy. Why are you afraid of doing something about this connection? Because this makes you very happy. Why is Cancer afraid? You might doubt your worth. Because this feels like somebody who is aligning with you, I feel like you forgot how far you've come. So you are attracting somebody who you didn't think would want you. You know, without sounding superficial, it could be a model who's with somebody who's not a model, what society thinks who should be together. It's just an example. But I feel like you are second guessing it, and you shouldn't, because you're attracting that energy. You're literally at that energy, and being in that energy, you should know better. But because it feels new, you might catch yourself falling into new old patterns. Yeah, you got 10 of Cups. You got somebody coming in, making you very happy, Cancer, okay? It feels like this is what you asked for. What else? What's the advice for Cancer? What is the advice for Cancer? Hey, Star Soul and Amor. Why Amor? Don't think everybody's out to get you. If that was in the past that you were guarded and you were afraid, don't take that fear in, okay? Because you do have somebody being fast-tracked to you. Yeah, you got the Emperor. You have your Emperor coming in, okay, Cancer? So be ready. Okay. Let's get to Leo. Let me just quickly turn on the light here. Ugh, my hair is getting my nerves right now. Oh. Okay. Leo. And if you haven't followed me on Instagram, please do. Please also follow me on Facebook. And I'm going to do mini reads on Tuesday is what I decided. Hey, sis. We're almost on Virgo. It'll take another 10 minutes. So look at your arm. You know what you need. Patience. Okay. Leo. What's being left behind? What's being left behind for Leo during Lionsgate? Yeah, that's why you need to look at your arm. What's being left behind for Lionsgate? Good girl. Hi, this is my sister, everybody, in the chat. You're leaving behind people that are foolish, selfish, entitled, that maybe got you stuck on a toxic cycle in the past. You got people who, even maybe in your workplace, you might be leaving a job behind. Okay, I'm just getting a song, We Can Leave the World Behind. Nobody will know this song. But you're moving on. You're moving on to calmer waters. With the Four of Swords in reverse, I feel like you've done healing. Something fell apart on your side. I think you've left some kind of impact. You've left something behind, or things fell apart. Like you're leaving all of this behind. A job, a relationship, whatever it is. There's a Scorpio energy here. What else? What else? I know you know that song. What else? What else is Leo leaving behind? Ace of Wands in reverse. A missed opportunity that in your work or in love, but it was missed for a reason. It's an opportunity that wasn't an opportunity. That's why I can't think of how to say it otherwise. Like you dodged a bullet with something that didn't go your way. Whether it's a rejection is protection. Okay? I do feel like you were held back from something to stay in your true to something. You're being prepared for something that's more tailored to you. And I don't know why I'm hearing tailor. Maybe some of you guys are dressmakers or work in fashion. Okay? Yes, we are, Pinky. Leo is South Node and North Node is Aqua. Because it flipped the Pisces Virgo one. What else is Leo? What else is Leo leaving behind? Confusion. Things that where you are being more clear on what you want. I feel like you're gaining more clarity. You're no longer confused about things. You're more confident. You're leaving a lot of things behind. Like you might even be relocating. I think you're starting over literally a new world. You might have, maybe lost a job, lost a relationship, left a relationship. There's a lot of things that you thought were your happiness that didn't end up being your happiness. I just saw 555 on my timer, which is change. You got a lot. This is a big change for you also because it is Leo. It's Lionsgate. This is you guys. Okay? What else? 6 of Wands in reverse. You're no longer shying away from being in the spotlight. I do feel like you're embracing your true self now because Leo, some of you guys sometimes do like to be in the spotlight. That are Leo traits. That's okay. But I think, again, some of you all were being small. You weren't taking the stage. You could be in the creative industry as well. I feel like you're now ready to step into the spotlight, basically. What else? What else for Leo? Anything else? You are leaving behind being single, so I do feel like there's a relationship coming for you. You might be investing in some things that are bigger investments because I do see you. This could also be you guys not having financial freedom because you're investing in something. So this is can be either one, okay? Hey, William. Okay, what is being fast-tracked for my Leos? What's being fast-tracked? It's being fast-tracked. Ace of Pentacles. Stability, it is, I know it's being fast-tracked, it's slow. So this could be something that you've been waiting on for a long time. This could be a relationship that you've been waiting for months, years. Because Ace of Pentacles is the slowest energy, but because it's being fast-tracked, I feel like this is something that has stability. Justice, yeah, you're getting something... You're getting something in that you've been waiting for a moment. You got the Justice card here, so that's Libra energy. It's something that you deserve, that you asked for. It's your divine right, is what I'm hearing. Hey, Nitsa. What else? What else are they calling in? It's your divine birthright. Thank you. That's what they're telling me. Hey, Irene. Ace of Cups. Yeah, I'm telling you guys, okay? You got love coming in. This is a new love. This is a new relationship. Something you've asked for, completely new, not an old energy. New, 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 new. What else? Ace of Swords. You got a brand new person coming in. You also, this could also be a brand new job, a brand new purpose, something that's being awakened within you. Okay, the only thing that's missing is the Ace of Wands. So this might be less career focused, could be. Again, this is me pulling on thousands of energies. What else? Three of Swords. Everybody's getting Three of Swords, so I do feel like you still... Why is it here? Queen of Cups. You know what? You're allowing yourself to be more vulnerable. You're taking a risk of being hurt. You're no longer feeling like you need to guard your heart. I do feel like you are taking a leap of faith in love, but bearing that in mind, you with the risk of being hurt. Okay, with the Three of Swords and the Queen of Cups, I think you're allowing yourself to take that risk because that means being vulnerable. You know, allowing love in. What else? Eight of Wands. You're going to have a lot of communication with this new love, this new person coming in. I do feel like it might feel overwhelming. You might question them. You might think it's love bombing. I don't feel like it is. Knight of Swords. Yeah, they could have heavy air in their sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but I do feel like they are determined. So also I feel like you might need to slow them down a bit in their tracks because they are being fast tracked. So you need to slow them down. It might feel overwhelming, but I do feel like their intentions are good. What else? Six of Wands. Yeah, that's literally what we had. What you're leaving behind is the Six of Wands in reverse. What you're bringing in is the Six of Wands. I feel like a lot of you guys are also taking on leadership roles. You're leading a crowd. You're leading as an example. You are being somebody's idol. People are going to look up to you. They want to be you. They want to learn from you. Some of you guys might be in the healing community. People are listening to you. You are being treated like a queen. You are giving people their voices. I feel like rather than teaching them, you're showing them that they have all the tools and that you don't need to teach them, that they can do it themselves. So you're allowing them to vocalize their own truths in a way. Whatever that means. You know, it could be you being a judge on Britain's Got Talent. I don't know how to explain that energy, but you're giving the safe space for people to talk, whether that's you even being therapists. Okay? You got a lot of magic coming your way. That's just what I'm hearing with the Magician. It's literally you getting magic in. This is more literal. You got Gemini, Virgo energy on the table. Okay, Virgo. Speak of the devil. Where's my impatient sister? Your sign is up. We got Virgo. Put in your placements. Good you weren't born a Pisces then, huh? The last ones. Okay. Maybe we should skip Virgo. No, I'm joking. Obviously. Hi, Palm Tree Tarot. Okay. Bodil. Thank you so much. Thank you, my darling. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Guys, I'm going to switch my internet provider, so I might be gone for 5 seconds. Just because I see I'm on the wrong internet. So just give me a moment. Oh, there we go. I'm still here. Yeah, you guys saw it. So thank you, Boda, my darling. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Pinky, then Virgo's not for you. You know, as long as 9 of the 12, then Virgo ain't the one. Hey, Sibling Mango. Love that name. Sibling Mango. I love it. Oh, beautiful. Okay. We are not halfway through yet. No. Okay. Virgo. What's being left behind in the past? Leave the past behind you. What's being left in the past for my Virgos in this Lionsgate portal? What's being left behind? The High Priestess in reverse. You doubting your doubts in terms of spirituality, like you are trusting the universe more. You're no longer second guessing it. You're no longer overthinking it. You're no longer thinking that your woo-woo is delulu. I mean, your woo-woo is delulu, but you're embracing it. You're trusting and surrendering more, even though you're questioning it. I feel like you're not even questioning it anymore. You're just trusting and surrendering more to, you know what, it is going to work out. This is real. Even though I can't see it, I can't feel it, this is real. You also got Pisces energy on the table. You could be leaving a Pisces behind. Knight of Swords in reverse. What is this about? The Hermit. Yeah, it's you spat mouthing yourself, you know, downplaying yourself. This is you, Virgo, with the Hermit. You're acknowledging that you just need to not go back into doubt. Knowing that the universe has your back, basically. What else? What else? What else is Virgo leaving behind? You could be leaving a mutual Virgo behind. You are leaving somebody behind in terms of love. Somebody who's been keeping you warm. I know it's a Knight of Cups, but I'm drawn to the coffee cup. So they're just keeping it warm. And they're not really giving you the coffee. Which is so mean. I don't know why I'm being like this right now. But I feel like you are leaving a potential love behind because they're still looking. They haven't let go of something in the past. I feel like this Knight of Cups is still looking in the mirror. What's behind them? Which is interesting. I don't really, that's the energy. They just gave me that kind of movement. So this person that you might have been dating or that you might, you know, got to know better, or somebody that you do know where there felt like there was love, they were keeping you warm and they were still thinking about or having an energy in the back of their mind that they haven't let go of, whether that's family, work, or another energy. Okay, it doesn't matter, but I do feel like you're leaving a love relationship behind because the wait was too long. You just didn't. You've stopped waiting. I also feel like you've left behind delaying things for the benefit of other people. You just get on with things. You're no longer waiting around. This is my waiting energy in a bit. Waiting for your ship to get in? No, you're getting your ship, whatever it takes. And I'm getting that song, Whatever It Takes, from Milo. What else? Since your energy again, I do feel like you will be committing. You're tied to whoever I had as well with that. Somebody committing, but also somebody maybe financially investing in something bigger, a house, a car, something that you dreamed of, but you're making it work. So you made something work for you. And now that it's done, you might need to save money again. But also what you're leaving behind is being single. So I do feel like you are going to meet somebody new. Okay, let's go into what you are at, what's actually going to be fast tracked, because we're on 5 minutes now. Yeah, I can't give you coffee. No, thank you. What's being fast tracked for my Virgos? What's being fast tracked for my Virgos? Two of Swords. A surprise. You got Scorpio energy coming in. Something that you didn't expect is coming back. I do feel like this could be the past coming back around. I don't know if you'll like it. How's Virgo gonna react? Six of Pentacles. Yeah, you will give to this. I do feel like this energy coming back around, because I did hear surprise. I feel like it's something that it's gonna make you happy. This could even be, it doesn't necessarily need to be love. This could be a long lost friend coming back. You know, maybe somebody, a friend who lost a parent, or and they had to take a step back, and now they're back in your energy. This could be somebody relocating back into your home city. This could be your best friend coming back. You know, it doesn't necessarily have to be love, but I do feel like you don't know who is it yet, because I'm not allowed to tell you. I just heard surprise. What else? What else? The Sun. You got somebody coming in that's going to make you very happy. You got Leo energy, okay? I feel like this is, I'm hearing love. They're just showing me heart bubbles. So you do have a pleasant energy coming in, okay? And for you guys saying no, the past, just say it could be a friend. It could be a relative. You're going to start talking to this person. Yeah, whoever this is from the past, it's going to be healing. It's somebody that you maybe used to have sleepover parties with. But it could be childhood friend, okay? Doesn't have to be. Okay, this new love coming in is a King of Swords. Could be an air sign, could be Leo. Doesn't have to be that. A world. It's a completely new energy. You got Taurus, Libra, a Libra on the table. I always say Taurus here because the Empress is Taurus, Libra. You got Libra on the table, but that was a Freudian slip. It could be a Taurus energy, so you do have a new love coming in. Who else? Ten of Cups. Between now and next year, Virgo, you got somebody who you can settle down with, who you will meet, be together with, commit, marriage, commitment, whatever. What else? There you go, Irene. So I am picking up on the right energy then, if you heard that a lot. There must be something about it. What else? What else is coming in for Virgo? Eight of Pentacles. Something that you're going to start working on for you, for your benefit. This could be you creating something, you being even a creator, a content creator, influencer, something that's going to help you, where you maybe felt a bit stuck. But I'm getting 8-8. I do feel like you're freeing yourself here, because on this picture, she's out of the trap. She's not in it. She's not surrounded. She's literally, her hands aren't even tied. She's just doing this. And I feel like you guys were able to find a solution. Maybe you had wrong energies influencing you, but I feel like you're going to get back into that momentum of working on something, creating something for yourself, creating a life for yourself, looking into stocks, whatever it is, it's going to help you and propel you forward. Something that you really love and what you really want to do. It could be a small side hustle that will blow up, but it will require determination. I do feel like this is going to happen because you have the Eight of Pentacles, because you are you guys are Virgos. You work, you're perfectionists, you get things done. You are literally workaholics. So you just have to get out of your head. What else? Everybody's getting the flippin' Three of Swords coming back in. Something you walked away from, or somebody that walked away from you who feels heartbroken is coming back. I'm so sorry, okay? For some of you guys, for Leo, it was them being open. For you guys, you have the Eight of Cups. But, yeah, I feel like it's the past. For a small amount of you, it's you just walking away and breaking people's hearts. You walking away and not entertaining any low vibrational energies, okay? Two of Pentacles. Eight of Wands. The Fool. I do feel like for some of you guys, you might consider speaking to somebody from the past. A small percentage, take it or leave it. But you also have new energies coming in, and you are going to walk away from those energies that don't serve you. You're no longer going to entertain it. You will test the waters, but as soon as it feels off, or you're like, you're out. You're no longer, I'm not going to say leading people on, but you're no longer going to stay in an energy unnecessarily just to see where it could go, or hoping. You're much more cutthroat. Like, no. Okay. Libra. Yeah, this is going to be a 2 hours 30 read. We're halfway through now. My hair today, honestly. Sorry, I'm very self-aware and conscious right now. Okay. Put in your placements. I don't have... Oh, I do have a Libra descendant. Hey, loyal stars. If you haven't followed me on Instagram or Facebook, please do. And I will be doing, thank you, Bodil. I'm going to be doing mini reads on Tuesday. So I will be looking into, yeah. I'll do that later. Thank you, Wendy. I do need a haircut, though. I've already booked an appointment for a haircut, because my fringe is here. It's literally here. I can't, it's... People can't see me. So I need a haircut. Okay, Maya, stop fidgeting around. There we go. Sorry, guys. Okay. Here we go. There we go. Okay. That's good. Libra. What's Libra leaving behind? What is it that Libra is leaving behind? Somebody who's been nagging you, who's been getting on your nerves. My ears are just like, I just want to touch my ears. It feels like somebody's like a nagging energy. Oh, I had that before, Pinky. I'll think about it, maybe. Yeah, Mitza, I just have my descendant. Okay, what is Libra leaving behind? We can leave the world behind. Never know what we can find. Why? You might have left something behind that was actually made for you. Like, you might have left something that could have made you very happy, but you put 10 swords of it into it. So I do feel like you're being redirected because you maybe didn't take something that would have been good for you. Whether this is love, career, or workshop. Somebody that you could have been working with, like a power couple. I do feel like you've left your destiny behind. In a way, it's not going to be left behind. It's going to show back up. You can't out cheat the universe. You cannot. The universe is too smart. But I feel like you've left something behind that you put 10 swords in because maybe you were intimidated. You didn't feel good enough for this, or I don't know. I think you rejected something because of fear. You've held back. There was an opportunity. Maybe you just snuck away. I don't know how to say it. because maybe you weren't up for the challenge. Okay, Libra, either way, it's the Wheel of Fortune. It's going to come back around. This is Pisces, Sagittarius energy. This maybe was, this is, yeah, you moved away from this. Five of Swords in reverse, because there was something that you would have needed to, you avoided some kind of conflict or drama that it might have come with it. This could even be you not taking a, okay, I'm going to give you guys an example. You didn't take an offer in your job because somebody else would have been annoyed or dissatisfied if you would have taken it. Say your partner says, oh, let's move here, but you get a job somewhere else and you say no, but that was literally your destiny. Or if you're meant to, like, you know, go out with this person on a date, but you said no, this person could have been your destiny. I feel like there's something that you said no to, and the destiny is like, the universe like, fuck's sake. Ah, okay. Next, yeah, it's coming back around. Okay, what else is Libra leaving behind? What else is Libra leaving behind? This is the end deck. They're not giving me more on this, so literally I'm meant to shut up. I forgot that this was even in the end deck. But I feel like you're leaving a cycle behind. You're starting over something new, yes, but you also ignored something that was good for you. But don't worry, it's going to come back around. You cannot escape it. You can choose your free will how to get there, and your free will chose to take the long way. A little detour, okay? Yeah, I'm gonna look into what's coming for you in the future, because it's literally the deck that it's like, it's not, you maybe were, you know what, the last energy is why you did it is because you were relying on stability. It felt safer, it felt comfortable, so you didn't go out of your comfort zone because it feels familiar, and it feels like it's stability. It feels a little bit more on the energy of, you know, a little bit of status quo, tiny bit, because it just feels, there's that fear of the unknown that you maybe haven't yet overcome, but you will, because it's going to be put back onto your path whether you want it or not. You can't outrun your destiny, your fate, let's put it that way. What is it that's being fast tracked towards Libra? I'm gonna laugh. It's Wheel of Fortune upright. Okay, Queen of Cups. Yeah, you got somebody coming in terms of love. You got Libra Pisces energy here. Could be a Piscean, could be a fellow Libra, but you do have a love coming in. You got a star, wish fulfillment. Again, it's pretty much what your destiny, which is great. It's good. You will be ready for this now, Libra. You got Aquarius energy on the table. This is something that you're giving now. You want to give to this. I hope they're all exciting and uplifting, Faye. But yeah, Taurus was great. What else is Libra being fast? What else is being fast tracked towards Libra? So you got Queen of Cups, the Star, something that you wished for, the Empress, Taurus, Libra. This is also you. This is you stepping into your Empress energy, allowing things to come in. You're no longer chasing. You're getting rid of people where you felt like the need to justify yourself, where you felt the need to please people. You're embracing your energy. This is your energy. You could also be attracting a divine counterpart. This could be, again, a fellow Libra or a Taurus. I do feel like you are... Why? What's this about? Queen of Pentacles. Give me the outcome here. Two of Wands. There's an energy in your surroundings, Libra. Somebody who's not great. I feel like you are already surrounded by this person, whether this is a partner or a friend or an employee or a boss. They are making you work extra hard and keeping a lot of things to themselves. I feel like there's a hidden agenda here. You got Pisces energy on the table, but I also feel like you are. This is going to make you. You're gonna have some kind of epiphany. The lovers. I do feel like this is a relationship or somebody that you are dating. Whether this is now or in the future, somebody will have a hidden agenda. But at the end of the day, I feel like they are going to. This feels like a karmic lesson. Push you towards breaking the cycle. I don't see you staying with this person. You got Gemini energy on the table. I feel like you're going to look into other opportunities, other things. How is Libra going to deal with this? Because maybe in the past, you were trying to please everybody. You're Libra, you like harmony, but you're no longer maintaining this harmony to just be suffering. I feel like you're going to take control. You're going to speak your truth. Ten of Wands. So yeah, you're going to speak your truth. You're going to stand up for yourself. I do feel like there's a lot of burden you're carrying and you have been holding back. But I feel like you're no longer being small. So this person is somebody that you are dating or you will date. I do feel like they are trying to, they have a hidden agenda, basically. With the High Priestess, you're putting all the work in, but I do feel like you're going to see through this. And this is a karmic lesson with the Six of Cups and the Hermit. This is something they are here to teach you in a good way. But you also have this new love coming in, okay? So this is great, Libra. You might be dealing with two people. You know, if you're dating, there's somebody who's really good and somebody who just wants your attention. Yeah, you got Seven of Cups and the Queen of Swords. So you might be dealing with several love relationships, love connections. And there's one who is your star and one who has a hidden agenda. So just be aware that you listen to your intuition. Okay. It's a lot of healing energy for you as well, Libra, and being fast-tracked, which is good. Scorpio. Put in your placements. Scorpio, you are leaving people behind that are wishy-washy, in and out energy, okay? You are leaving behind people that you maybe thought you'd marry one day, you'd be together with. I feel like you're no longer doing that. I just saw the Ace of Cups in reverse twice. So unrequited love is no longer your thing. Okay, what is it Scorpio is leaving behind? Five of Pentacles. Yeah, you're no longer being left out in the cold. I feel like you're no longer putting yourself out in the cold. You are enjoying your own company. I feel like you are living in JOMO, the joy of missing out. You're no longer entertaining people that just see you as an option or where you're not being made a priority. I feel like you are finding your self-worth more. I do feel like it was difficult for you to let go of people that maybe you felt like were your security or that were part of your tribe, but I also feel like there was a lot of superficial energies that you let go of. And that you did have, you were grieving because they were part of your cycle, but you've now left that behind because money won't buy you happiness. So you could also be surrounded by rich people and you don't like their way of living the way they see people. But it's rich people that are entitled, not those that are humble. It's those people who are ego-led. What else is Scorpio leaving behind? Eight of Cups. You're walking away from everything that doesn't serve you. Yeah, you're walking away from people that see you as an option. You're no longer waiting or giving them a second chance. I don't feel like you're up for second chances. Oh, they gave me. Yeah, it's ended. It's that no more second chances. This is the end. I've walked away. I'm not coming back. Literally, this is the end. And you are serious. Like you mean this. You've stopped. You've seen your worth and you really follow through. You're no longer, oh, okay, let me give you another chance. You're no longer feeling bad about it because they had enough chances, or they've heard you. Like, you know, it's either, yeah, you're following through. What else is Scorpio leaving behind? High Priestess. The need to know everything. I feel like you've stopped trying to control things. I think you might even stop looking at tarot readings about other people. You're going to focus on readings about you. You want to focus back onto your own energy. You're no longer needing to know when is somebody coming back. All of that kind of stuff. I feel like you've understood that it might have been helpful for a while, but now it's like bringing that focus back to you. Yeah, you're leaving that imbalance behind. This could be Libra as well, so you could be leaving a Libra behind, a Pisces behind, but it feels like anything that isn't balanced, you're leaving behind. Yeah, that inner conflict. You're no longer fighting with yourself. You really know what you gotta do. You're so clear. It's like, yeah, no, thank you. What else? What else is Scorpio leaving behind? You might be stepping out of a project. I feel like you're focused more on, you might be more all about you, which is good. I feel like you are, like, in terms of leaving teamwork behind, I feel like you're creating your own business, entrepreneurial kind of stuff, side hustle. So if you have a job where you're working with people or you're in a team, you might start building your own company, your own shop, whatever, business on the side with the aim to be free. Okay? What's the advice here before I go into fast track forward? The advice is meet people halfway, but don't take the wishy-washiness. Okay? And come in with warmth. Keep your empathy. Even though you might shut people down, keep your empathy in a nice way. Stay compassionate. In terms of what's being fast tracked to you, you do have the Ten of Cups fall out. So that was from the other deck. It literally flipped onto that side. So you are getting a Ten of Cups coming in. Something that you wished for. Something that you might even... You know what, for you, Scorpio, I feel like there's an energy that you might be matched by Cupid. Like your friends might set you up with somebody. I don't know if you guys will go on speed dating, but I do feel like there's like not a secret setup, but it's like, oh, Scorpio, you know, so-and-so is single, or I have a friend who would be great for you. I do feel like you have somebody coming in that will be introduced to you by your friends or families or relatives. You know, it's like when the grandma says, ooh, my darling, you should be with Henry. I don't know if grandmas sound like that, but you know what I mean. I feel like somebody's trying to play Cupid. What else? I mean, I haven't even pulled cards yet. It's just what I'm feeling from the Ten of Cups. Eight of Cups. Fast track to what? You are walking away from people that might want to come back in, but they're going to feel defeated because you're not entertaining it. I feel like you're leaving it behind and they're not going to be happy about it. So be careful about people that might be like, I feel like I had this Scorpio reading for you guys. Yes, it literally is the same energy. Be careful of a stalker or somebody who's obsessed with you, somebody who doesn't want to give up. Somebody who you walked away from wants to come back around. This is not love energy. This is stalking energy. This is not healthy, okay? So just be aware that there's an energy that's still around you. They could be watching you. Just be very careful. What else? The moon, yeah. Somebody is in hiding watching you. They're keeping it on the low. You might feel it, but you maybe don't see. I don't think you can see them, but you might feel it, that energy, okay? It could be a Cancer. It doesn't have to be a Cancer. Okay, but Cancers can be very emotional, especially the Cancer moon ones. They're crazy. I mean, I'm one, so I can tell you. It wouldn't surprise me if they had Cancer in the moon. Anyways, I love you guys. Okay, what else is being fast-tracked for Scorpio? Strength. You trusting the unknown. Your trust in the unknown is becoming even stronger. You might not know it, but energetically, you're changing your alignment into higher. Again, I'm getting higher love, the same song for whatever other zodiac I had. You got Leo, you got Temperance energy. That's angel energy. Yeah, you are being shifted into a higher realm of consciousness. You could be having a Sagittarius coming in, but there's something very balanced coming in your way, and you also feel that. So I do feel like there might be moments where you feel a bit icky, because that's your stalker person. This is not going to apply to everybody, but you'll also feel that kind of serenity and serendipitous kind of, I don't know how to say it. You're just going to feel very calm and knowing, okay, that something good is on your way. This could be happening between now and Sagittarius season. What else is being fast-tracked? Justice. You might be signing a contract. You might be getting a promotion. You might be signing something in your workplace. You might be winning a custody battle. Whatever it is, something good is coming for you. Justice could be work, love, career, anything. But things are being balanced for you. Something that you have, what's this about? Been working hard to get. Whether that's you manifesting or you're working your ass off, it's something that you truly and really deserve. Something that, why is the Four of Cups there? Knight of Swords. You might have had doubts about this. You might have doubted this, that you will win or you will get it, but you're getting it. You got the World card, okay? Bring me a higher love. Bring me a higher love. Okay. Sagittarius. Where are my Saggies at? Yeah, don't claim the stalker. I'm pretty sure it was freaking Scorpio. And even Mia Tarot, she had the same energy. I'm telling you guys, energy readers are for real. Pretty sure her Scorpio was also somebody who's obsessed. You can't make that up. You know? And I read in that moment. I don't have time to fabricate cards and say whatever. I'm way too lazy to do that and then make it sound like what is it the audience needs to hear, because I'm pretty sure there's some readers out there that will literally pull out 3 cards that they feel the audience needs to hear, and I'm like, you gotta be authentic. That's why I shuffle whilst I pull in my reels, because anybody can just look for 3 cards that the audience will want to look at. The Lovers, they're missing you, la-di-da. It's so scary. Anyways, that was my little rant. Saggy. Sagittarius. What am I on Sagittarius? I don't think I have. I do have Sagittarius somewhere. I don't know where. Yes, Wendy. You know, if the person from the past comes out, I'll talk about it. But that's not going to help any in the long run. It's about what is best for you. And sometimes we're allowed to be curious and sneaky as long as we don't get attached to it and it's our obsession. You know, as long as we're like, okay, they're still in hell. Good. Moving on with it. Not good, but you know, as long as you're not, does he miss me? Will he reach out? That kind of energy. People need to stop feeding that. That's what I'm trying to say. Thanks, Bodil. Thank you, Wendy. I mean, good he's missing me, but he better, or she better, or they better. And now let me bring me in my new love. You know, it's that kind of, but you know what? We all had to start somewhere. Everybody will go through a phase. That's why I don't condemn those people, because that's how you grow. You have to get you, that's, otherwise you wouldn't need us, or you wouldn't need lessons, or you wouldn't need those people. You're needed to show this in order to understand the good. That's why I say to people, what do I say? You can't always be positive. You need to have the downs to appreciate the positive sides of life, but also grow. Anyways. Okay, Sag. Sorry. I needed a little break from up there. I'm back. I am back and ready. Okay, what is Sagittarius leaving behind? What's Sagittarius leaving behind? Oh, Rupikar is very good. Yes, Bodil. What is Sagittarius leaving behind? Somebody who wasn't investing in this relationship or this commitment, somebody that is not following through with actions. You got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So somebody who wasn't serious about you or was talking the talk but not walking the walk. Okay, this could be somebody that you might have even been engaged to, but you now sense that they aren't serious. They think, you know, somebody who's leading you on. Yeah, this is Lovers. I feel like maybe for some of them, they were choosing somebody else. They were balancing somebody else. Maybe you met somebody new and you realized, you know what, this new person is better for me, so I'm going to release the old. I don't feel like you guys are cheating, but I do feel like you've made a decision to not invest into something that's not fully invested into you. You could be dealing with a Gemini here. Somebody who maybe was doubting somebody who you were doubting their true intentions. Yeah, you're letting go of this kind of anxiety. I feel like there might have been a lot of anxiety around this connection, whether you are with this person or not. You're leaving that in the past because you no longer want to have these nightmares. You no longer want to be in this state of energy. So you've chosen yourself and you've made a cut to this and said, no, nah, go. What else? Yeah, you're leaving jealous people behind. You're leaving players behind. I feel like you're also no longer in that energy of just to fling and see where it goes. It's more like you want that kind of stable energy coming in. You might be leaving somebody in the, you know what? There's a little bit of a hippie energy, like musician, who's very like, yeah, da da da. and you're tired. Maybe you were enjoying that kind of free-spirited energy, but it also felt like they didn't really have a want in their life to settle down, to have a family, and that's something that you realize that's what you want. And maybe you were hoping that they would change their mind, but they feel like very much like a lone wolf. Amy Maya, what else is Sag leaving behind? Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, you're no longer investing in things that don't serve you. You also might look at your stocks. There might be some stocks that you want to take off the market. Okay, that's what I'm getting sometimes with the Seven of Pentacles as investing into things. This could literally mean like investment stocks and shares, that kind of stuff. So have a look. Yeah, it's something legal, something that you maybe, even a contract, you could be not renewing a contract. Remember to stop your contract. I don't know why I need to say this. Some of y'all might need to cancel your Netflix trial. I don't know. Whatever it is, there's some kind of contract that you need to release because it's not getting in any, it's not doing you anything. Could be also a pyramid scheme, okay? Just have a look at something with that. What else? What else? What else is Sag leaving behind? Oh, you could be dealing with a Libra. I want to see Libra. That's why. That Libra energy on the table here as well. You're leaving behind the need to work harder. It's like work smarter, not harder, okay? You're releasing something. And yeah, you're leaving behind the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So things that aren't going your way, that aren't meant for you, that feel like they're not helping in any way. People that are draining, energy vampires, you know, you're just protecting your energy. If you cannot tell them in their face, go away, because they're a relative or something, you just energetically make a shield. Okay, what's being fast-tracked forwards for my Sag? What's being fast-tracked forwards? Ooh. Knight of Cups, Seven of Pentacles. Somebody wanting to invest into this relationship with you. You don't know who this is. Sag, you got a new person coming in. I feel like you are also investing into the unknown. I feel like you're putting yourself out there more. You're taking a leap of faith. You're looking at who do you want to date? Who do you want to be with? Some of you guys, I'm getting also, I'm thinking Seven of Cups, which is sometimes for me a dating app. You might go onto a dating app. Some of you guys like it. Some of you guys don't. Again, for some of you guys, it will pay off. What else is being fast-tracked for my Sagittarius people? What else is being fast-tracked? The Hermit. You guys are being much more spiritually in tune. Your psychic abilities are increasing. I do feel like you might have a little bit more sleepless nights because your subconsciousness is on overdrive, okay? With the Hermit, I just feel like you're getting a lot of external energy in, like you're being more receptive, which is good, but it's also knowing how to say, not tonight, I need my sleep, I need my beauty sleep. No messages, spirit guides, okay? You know, I do feel like you're developing more of a connection with your ancestors, with your spirit guides. You're tuning into the past life regressions, Akashic records. I do feel like what's being fast-tracked to you is much more spiritual gifts. You guys, also some of you guys will find something that you'll be excited about, like reading runes or I Ching or something that is not tarot. I feel like something more unique, what not that many people do. This could also be astrocartography, which is what I got. Psychogeometry, astral projection, remote viewing, all of these things. You might even take a course or an online course in developing your psychic abilities. I do feel like you could also have a Hermit coming in, a Virgo, Hermit the Kermit. There will be a link maybe to the Muppets here. Maybe a new love, okay? There's something about the Muppets. They might be obsessed with the Muppets. This is, again, very specific energy that I'm getting. Yeah, they're showing me Miss Piggy and Kermit the Frog now. Okay, go away. What else? What else is coming in for my Sagittarius? You guys might also travel. You might move, relocate to somewhere where you feel more happier. Yeah, I feel like you might even look at dating in different locations. You're going to leave your territory where you feel familiar with dating. I feel like you're going to expand your territory as to what, if you have a preference, I think you're going to be surprised by who you'll actually fall for. You know, normally you say you won't fall for your actual type. Oh, nice, sun sis. Yes. Oh, there we go, Bodo. Ah, there we go, Wendy. What else? What else is being fast-tracked? Ace of Cups. This Virgo person could be your Ace of Cups. Doesn't have to be it. It could be happening during Virgo season, but it is somebody who is an old soul. Okay, it's an old soul is what I'm getting here from the card. What else is being fast-tracked for my Saggy people? Ace of Pentacles. Stable energy. I feel like this is more your energy. It doesn't feel external. This is you being much more stable in your energy. Things don't get to you too much. I do feel like most of you guys, or a lot of you guys, are very empathetic, and you're no longer soaking up emotions. Even though you're spiritually opening up and being much more receptive, you're learning how to switch off that button. Okay, give me one last card. One last card. 10 of Cups. Yeah, your happiness is coming in. Claim it, Saggy. Also, and I know people don't want to hear this, but somebody that you grieved might be coming back around as well, okay? The 5 of Cups is somebody that you had a hard time letting go of. Because you've let go of them, now they want back in. That's always how it goes, though. So don't be surprised. It's up to you what you do about it. Capricorn. Good night, Bodil. Thank you for coming. Manifest your dreams, my darling. Thank you for being here, Bodil. Okay, Capricorn stellium. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe as well. Instagram and Facebook if you have. And I'll be doing mini reads on Tuesday. We'll be releasing the product, the sale, tomorrow. Okay. Capricorn. Oh, sorry. It's being fast-tracked for Capricorn. No, what is Capricorn leaving behind? What is Capricorn leaving behind, please? Ten of Cups in reverse. So things that didn't make you happy. Feels like maybe you're leaving a family behind. Lies. Yeah, maybe some kind of relationship that was built on lies. I'm also getting an energy of like, I'm not going to say this, but it feels like you might have grown up with some narcissistic parents, grandparents, emotionally abusive. I feel like you're letting go of childhood trauma. But also it could be of a partner that you realize is no longer your happiness. I do feel like you are leaving that kind of energy behind, where maybe you gave them a second chance. You don't want that anymore. Where you always felt like you needed to defend yourself. It was always like walking on eggshells. Anything you would say would trigger this person. So I feel like you're no longer wanting to put yourself into this position of dealing with somebody who you have to sweet talk. This could be also somebody who puts themselves in victim mentality, who's anxious, and where you're constantly worried about their mental or well-being. So this is also another energy I'm getting. Who else is Capricorn leaving behind, or what? And of course also in themselves. What else? You might leave behind something that... why? You might leave behind something that you were wanting to do with some friends. Like maybe there was something you wanted to create with your friends, your colleagues, and you're feeling like you're the only one putting in the effort. You might decide to leave a project. You might decide to say, this is not for me, or I've had another think and I think it's best I step out. You might be stepping out of something because you realize you're putting in more work than the other people. You might be leaving behind a marriage or a commitment. You also are leaving behind safety, as in terms of you're taking more risks, you're leaving your comfort zone. You're stepping out of your comfort zone. You're no longer shying away from things. You're no longer worried. Judgment in reverse. Anything that doesn't serve you, judgment in reverse. You're leaving things behind where there might have been a second chance, or you're like, okay, let's try again. I feel like this is your end all go all. Like this was the last straw. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. What else? Mimaya, so you're also a stellium then. What else is Capricorn leaving behind? Five of Swords in reverse. The need to defend yourself. There feels like you always come out as losing yourself in these battles because you worry more about these other people. You're no longer doing that. Anything else? You stop waiting on things to happen and you're making things happen now. You're no longer in that standstill of waiting. You might have started planning things. I feel like you might have now created something for yourself, or you want to, and you're now going to really get into the depth of it. Like you have this in your head, you're writing it down, you're starting to action it. Maybe you already developed a concept and now it's just bringing it to the table, like looking for people who want to invest. This could also be you actually just getting yourself ready to date again. And you're actually either going back onto the dating apps, or you're speaking to people in a bar. You would be asking your friends, do you know somebody who's single? It could be as simple as that. I feel like you're the one doing the action, though. I don't feel like people are playing Cupid. I feel like it's more coming from you. Okay, what is being fast-tracked for my Capricorns? What's being fast-tracked for my Capricorns? The sun. Oh, I love that everybody's getting so much sun. I mean, most of the people are getting the sun, which is Leo energy, which is perfect. I feel like you're shining. You're putting yourself out there. You're in your solar plexus energy. For those who want more of this, please use citrine crystals and eat yellow stuff. Bananas, lemonade, whatever is yellow. I hate bananas, so I need to think about what I could eat. A yellow apple? I don't know. But embrace that kind of energy of lightheartedness. I mean, the sun is the happiest card in the deck. You could be dealing with a Leo coming in and dealing in a good way. Take a chance is what I'm hearing. I could feel like they might have had gambling addiction in the past. Not anymore. At least most of them won't. The High Priestess. Why is that here? High Priestess is Pisces energy. 9 of Cups. I feel like okay, this is interesting. Capricorn, when this person comes in, I feel like you manifested them and they don't know it. And you keep it to yourselves because you know you manifested this person. And you don't want to tell them, oh, you're on my vision board. I knew you were going to come in. I think it's a little smile, a little smirk for yourself that you keep to yourself. Because you know, the High Priestess, she has all the knowledge and she chooses what to say, what to not to say. And she trusts her intuition. spiritually gifted, psychic. I do feel like you manifested this person, and when they come in, you're just smiling on the inside. But obviously, you're not going to tell them because that will make you sound like you're crazy. What else? What else is coming for Capricorn? I love this for you guys. Six of Swords, moving to calmer waters. Again, for some of you guys, it's relocating, but it's also a shift in your alignment, like literally catapulting your energy into another dimension is what I'm getting from the Six of Swords, that you are attracting these people or these opportunities because you've left everything that doesn't make you happy behind. The King of Wands, you might even be relocating for a job, or you will be attracting somebody through your job. You might meet somebody through your job. You might get a new job. Whoever this person is that you're meeting, I feel like you're going to bring them back some life energy. I feel like this person was in a routine and you're bringing them out of it because of you being that kind of fresh breath of fresh air. What else is coming for? What else is being fast-tracked towards Capricorn? The Fool, a new beginning, a new person. Aquarius, this is also you in a new light. You're embracing that newness of you, taking leaps of faith, no longer questioning yourself, no longer second-guessing yourself, and also not creating worst-case scenarios in your head is what I'm getting. This is very like looking through the eyes of a child, quite innocent, but putting it in the right places. You're not naive, but you're playful and you're open and you're curious. You're curious of what you can do, and you are going into those rooms where you're not the smartest. So you're learning to put yourself in those rooms where you might embarrass yourself, but you are challenging yourself and you're growing. You're taking those leaps of faith. What else? Seven of Wands. Why? Page of Pentacles. You're ready for any challenge? Why is that? Yeah, you're not settling for less. If energies come in that you in the past would have entertained and said yes to, you're learning to say no. You're saying no much more now in this new energy. You saying no, yeah, King of Swords, you're speaking your truth, okay? So it's literally you speaking your truth. Census! I need to see that, watch that movie. Everybody says, Maya, this is your movie, and I haven't watched it yet, and now the second part is out, isn't it? I need to watch Practical Magic before I watch Practical Magic 2. I need to figure out if I could see it on Amazon or Netflix or something. Okay. Aquarius. Where are my Aquarius people? I know I'm Aquarius Mercury. You know that that's so funny that the deck is called the Whimsical Path that I'm using, and there's 44 people in the chat. So Aquarius, you guys are very much aligned. Also for Aquarius, I believe there's 5 zodiacs during Lionsgate that are going to be like successful with career and finance. Aquarius, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, and another sign. If you guys have that somewhere in the rising or anywhere, you should manifest it. Yeah, 5 zodiac signs attract wealth and power. Gemini, Aquarius, Scorpio, Pisces. Who did I miss? Sagittarius, okay? So even if it's in your placements, claim that. Oh, go on my back. Okay. That's much better. Okay. Aquarius. What's being left behind for my Aquarians? What is Aquarius leaving behind? What is Aquarius leaving behind, please? What is Aquarius leaving behind? Page of Pentacles in reverse. You should look at Aries or Taurus. They had the same card come out. So I feel like you're no longer in an energy where you're going to repeat lessons that you managed to, cycles that you've broken and patterns that you released. They're not coming back around. Like, I don't feel like the universe testing you if you really learned your lesson. It's now just how you take them on. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Yeah, things that didn't work out for you, you've left behind. You're no longer holding on to energies. There's also feeling for me like karmic soulmates, could be toxic soulmates, but I feel like you've broken a pattern with somebody where you convinced yourself, not convinced yourself, but you said, oh, this is the love of my life, I need to be in their energy. I feel like you've surrendered and you let go and you detached. This could also be somebody who has twin flame energy. You know, I'm not saying it's definitely toxic, but it's definitely a karmic energy that you released. You're letting go, you're surrendering, and you're trusting. You know what? If they're going to come back around, they're going to come back around the right way. But right now, they're not my destiny. Not in this energy, at least. Hey, Neo. Hey, Philly. What else is Aquarius leaving behind? You got Sag Pisces energy on the table here. Hey, Andrea. You're becoming more empathetic. I feel like you've also left behind where you maybe were cold and detached to... Okay, this is what I'm getting. I feel like you're warming up more to your family, to your relatives. There could be you establishing a deeper connection with your siblings, if you have siblings, step siblings. There's something about distant relatives, family members, like, doesn't have to be distant as in terms of distance, but in terms of the connection. I feel like you are being more open to receiving that, revisiting things where you felt this isn't gonna work out. And I'm not talking about love and unhealthy toxic patterns. This is a little bit more family. There feels like a little bit of a family reconciliation, that you're leaving behind any family feuds, or there will be some family feuds where the people are finally, you know, I mean, this argument was 50 years ago. If it's your grandparents fighting with a sibling, I don't know. I feel like you are helping with that. What else? I know this was very specific for someone. Page of Swords. You're letting go of gossip, of people that you feel are gossiping. I also feel like you stopped spying on other people. You might also, similar to where I had it with, I don't know which energy it was, you're no longer looking at tarot readings about other people. You're focusing on you. You found your own worth. You're like, what do I need to do in order to catapult myself? I mean, if somebody, again, if the old person or somebody in love comes up, fine, but you're not deliberately looking for it. You're not asking the question. If it's told, you're meant to hear it. But I don't feel like you're seeking this out anymore. How do they feel about me? What are their next actions? You're calling your power back. Okay, Aquarius? What else? I feel like you're leaving that energy behind. Yeah, walking away from 8 broken cups. You're walking away from 8 broken cups. You're no longer entertaining energies that aren't meeting you at your level. Death in reverse, but they will come back around. Whatever you walked away from because you genuinely walked away for yourself, they're gonna come back. Okay, this is gonna they are still gonna come back with a plan in the future. You got Scorpio reversed on the table, like somebody coming back from the dead, so you can't quite leave them behind. That's what I say. They could be your destiny showing up in the right way, you know. Yeah, 8 of Cups again. Somebody's coming back. And you know what? In the right way, we're going right there. This is somebody that's coming up in the right way. That you walked away from, they walked away from you. They're coming in with enlightenment. Okay? Just so you know. It just confirmed what I felt. This is somebody, it could be a Virgo, but it's somebody who is an old soul who's now woken up to their soul energy and no longer acting in ego. Because they want to give to this. Six of Pentacles. Okay. What is being fast-tracked for my Aquarius, apart from this person that they walked away from? You got a new love coming in. You could also have somebody coming in who's apologizing. You also are experiencing newly found emotions. And I know I have my parental advisory up, so sensuality. You're going to feel more sensations when it comes to the bed than you did beforehand. Maybe you've done a Kundalini activation. I don't know, but it feels like you're more in tune with your own pleasurable energies, okay? I'm just going to put it like that. What else? What else about this? Is there anything else about this for my Aquarius? You're standing your ground more. I also feel what's being fast-tracked to you is you putting more focus on your friendship, on your people. You're spending more time with your friends. Ah, okay, Philly. You're spending more times with your friends. Because you find that happiness within your friendship as well. I also feel like there could be a potential lover who starts out being a friend that you see in a different light, or you turn out as friends or work colleagues, okay? So this is different energies depending on what resonates for you. Hey Shalita, what else is being fast-tracked for my Aquarians? The Lovers, yeah. You have some lovey-dovey energy coming in. You got Gemini on the table. I do feel like you guys are quite different. I don't feel like this is somebody who has the... I don't feel like they're heavy in their Aquarius energy, okay? I do feel like they're more either water, earth, or fire heavy, less air signy. So I feel like if you are a male, they might have earth. If you are a female, they might have fire. But just because I'm drawn to the fire and the apple tree here. This is just on this deck, okay? So I just feel like they are different. You got also Sagittarius energy on the table here. Yeah, this is somebody that you can commit to. I do feel like you're meeting a person who you can commit to, live together with, have a family, get married to, whatever it is you want. This is a commitment that people will understand and like. But I do feel like you guys are merging, like you're different kind of energies, but you are divine counterparts. What else is being fast-tracked? More self-love within yourself as well. With the Lovers, I feel like it's you deliberately choosing yourself, choosing your own love, because the Lovers is always the choice. And yeah, the Wheel of Fortune now, it's coming back upwards. Like I said, it was reversed. You let it in the past reverse because the timing, you understood that you cannot force this connection to can't save them. You can't force them to wake up. They have to do it by themselves, and they will. I do feel somebody coming in now is on the right track. Again, Sag Pisces. This is, I do feel like somebody from the past in a new energy, who you left behind in the energy you didn't want them in, you know, but you also still opened yourself up to new love. So I do feel like you are needing to understand, like, who do you want? Will you want the old person? Will you want the new person? The overall energy is your hard work is paying off. Just keep going, okay? The energy is you just keep on going. You got this. That's my you got this card. Okay, last ones. Pisces. Thank you for being so patient, my Pisces people. I mean, I'm a Pisces myself, you know. So it's like 2 hours and 10 minutes later. We're getting to Pisces. Please do remember to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, everybody, for sitting here with me and for listening and engaging. I really appreciate that very much. Okay. Let's see. Pisces. It's Pisces leaving behind during this Lionsgate portal? What is it Pisces is leaving behind? A big journey. You just saw the Odyssey, so I feel like you've left a big chapter behind. You've come to a conclusion. You've come to the end of a chapter. Thank you, Mimaya. Judgment in reverse. Yeah, you're leaving things out that are, it's finished business for you. I feel like you're also no longer waiting around. I feel like you're no longer entertaining energies where you feel like they still need to learn, where you were maybe waiting, or you were like, you know, trying to keep them in your energy. You got the Judgment in reverse. Like, you're leaving behind false judgment calls, making decisions based on somebody else's comfort. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. You might have left a Scorpio behind. Something you also stopped giving, like you've left behind giving to other people, and being available. I also feel like you're no longer available to everybody. Like, you're very careful who you invest in. You're very careful with your energy. What else is Pisces leaving behind? Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Procrastination. I feel like in the past where you were procrastinating, you weren't focused. I feel like you're finding your hyper focus. So I feel like you're leaving behind old habits that weren't helping you. You're finding more of a hyper mindset. You're being more encouraged to get up and go out, as in like that kind of determination. You're letting go of being lazy, of feeling a bit drained. You might have felt drained in the past, but I feel like that energy no longer is serving you. You're getting out of a slump. You're getting out of a slumber as well. I feel like maybe you felt a bit tired. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, you're letting go of being poor. I do feel like you're stopped spending. If you were emotionally spending things or doing things in order to feel better, you're watching your spending habits more. Yeah, this is you. You're tapping back into your energy, okay? With the Hanged Man, this is all about you. You're finding your true self. You're no longer stuck. With the Hangman upright, you are moving on towards who you truly want to be and who you are. You're surrendering, you're trusting, and you're letting go, but you also have that kind of forward momentum, okay? What else is Pisces letting go of? You could have let go of a fellow Piscean. What else? Queen of Cups. I feel like you're letting go of just working on your self-love. I think like you're much more ready to be open now, to seek love. Whereas you were very focused on you, I feel like you're letting that go to now the love that you found within yourself. You're opening up so love can come in. This could be a Sagittarius coming in, but I feel like you are very patient with yourself. You were very patient with yourself, and it feels like balance. Yeah, you're balancing that out again. You're no longer just focusing on you. You're letting other people in. Five of Swords in reverse. You're choosing your battles. You're no longer putting yourself in energies where you know it's going to make you feel uncomfortable. You no longer feel the need to say yes to everything. What else is Pisces leaving behind? Give me one more. One more. What else is Pisces leaving behind? You're leaving behind maybe a Libra. You maybe walked away from a Libra. You got Eight of Cups and the World. You left behind a world because it felt too small. It felt, okay, you might have been having small talk or chatting with somebody, and you were thinking this could be something new. We could start over new, but you decided to walk away in the end because I feel like this conversation was very superficial, and it was just like again, it felt like you were just feeling like an option. So I do feel like you shut down communication and you stopped waiting. Yeah, this could have been an air sign with the King of Swords in reverse. It just didn't feel like you were priority, and maybe you were hoping of a new start with this person. Yeah, you stopped investing into something, okay? It wasn't serving you. Yes, Teresa, absolutely. Okay, what's being fast-tracked for my Pisceans? What's being fast-tracked for my Pisces people? It's being fast-tracked for Pentacles. Why? Oh my gosh. Come on, the devil. Four of Wands. This is good. This is a good energy. Let's see overall energy in this. Well, you have the Four of Pentacles and the devil, but you do have the Four of Wands. It does feel like a commitment. Let's see overall energy. Strength. It's gonna require everything of you. I feel like you're going to be battling with your inner demons. You're gonna be holding back. This might flag up some fears of yours, but I do feel like this is potential. This is marriage, this relationship potential. This will require all of your strength. The Leo, I do feel like this is something that you're asked to take it in with grace and not be afraid of it. Because it might feel like, oh, this is tempting, but can I handle it? It feels like all or nothing, like signing your soul to another soul in a good way with the Leo. And my heart is just about to like, ugh. So I do feel like this person also feels very, very healing for you. What else? What else is being fast-tracked? I do feel like you are being shown fears that you're going to meet with stability. Yeah, the Hierophant. You got a soul connection coming in, being fast-tracked. You might become a spiritual teacher for people. You might be put onto a platform where you talk about inspirational things, shadow work, inner healing, because I do feel like, that's what I was going to say, this could be your energy. You confronted with doing deeper shadow work and accepting this shadow side of yours, making it part of you. Okay, this is more than about, this is more than just a person coming in. This is you accepting the dark side, the light and the dark, you know, because Pisces are always healers. Love is light. You got to balance the yin and the yang. They're just giving me Hecate as the goddess, which you are being asked to embrace or work with. What else is being fast-tracked? And I also saw 4-4 on my viewers. What is else? 5 of Wands. What's this about? You already know that people are going to come in and fight for your attention. I do feel like you might struggle with your a little bit questioning the universe and your abilities, but I do feel like at the end of the day you're going to trust it. You know that people will want to be with you. You will know that people will want to work with you. People will fight for your attention, and it's just embracing that knowledge. I also feel like there's a King of Pentacles coming your way, somebody who wants to take you out, who wants to courtship you, but you also even being in control of your own finances. Is this, again, also your energy, okay? What else? 5 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, Knight of Swords. Somebody that you left out in the cold and that you rejected wants to come back in. This is somebody from your past as well. They could be part of the competition in terms of you knowing that you will have to trust your intuition. There's somebody, you're going to make a choice between a new energy and somebody from the past that you know with the 6 of Cups. What's the advice? Last card of advice for Pisces. Last card of advice. 6 of Pentacles. Mm. Use your inner wisdom. It's not telling me who to choose because you're gonna feel trapped. You're not gonna know what to do, what to give to. With the Eight of Swords and the Two of Wands, you're gonna feel like trapped. You might even have to travel with one of them. Might involve a travel. At the end of the day, use your old soul knowledge, okay, Pisces? You could be dealing with a Virgo coming in as well. Okay, my darlings, thank you so much for being here, for listening. I know Doda will do timestamps tomorrow or something, or maybe somebody else will let them. Remember to manifest all your dreams. Anything is possible. I'll be doing mini reads on Tuesday. And I hope you all enjoy Lionsgate, embrace it, and I will see you all very soon. Lots of love. Mwah.